Have you ever wondered why your brain chooses the person that it chooses? Why is it them and not someone else? We have put together the top 7 ways your brain decides who your crush will be to help you understand how the decision is made. Number 1. Physical attraction. According to statistics, only a small percentage of you who watch our videos are actually subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet and you enjoy what you see, do consider hitting the subscribe button. It encourages the platform's algorithm in promoting more of our mental health content to more people out there. Thanks for being here. When you meet someone new, the first thing that you notice about them is their looks. If you take in their facial features, the way they're dressed, how well put together they are, whether they're tall or short, etc. And all of this happens in less than 90 seconds. This is called the hotspot effect. You have probably heard the phrase, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And while this may be true in some aspects, studies have found that there are certain universally attractive features. For example, having a nice-smelling body, pleasant facial features, symmetrical face, clear skin, healthy hair, and a nice smile. On top of these things, studies have also concluded that men are attracted to women with an hourglass figure, and women are attracted to men with a V-shaped muscular torso. Now, you might not remember everything you learned in high school biology class about genetics, but it does come into play here too. More specifically, the histocompatibility complex. This gene is responsible for your body's odor. It is located on your major histocompatibility complex, which is part of your immune system. So the odor produced by this gene is unique to each individual. Studies show that we are most attracted to the smell of someone with a different HCA genotype than ours. This is because having a different HCA genotype means that they have different immune genes than us, making them less susceptible to the same illnesses we are. And therefore, if we were to have children with someone with a different HCA genotype, our offspring would have stronger immunity against diseases. Therefore, it is hardwired into us to be attracted to someone with a different HCA genotype. Number 2, proximity. You ever notice that you bump into the same person multiple times? You keep seeing them around, but you just can't seem to get a break from them. There must be something keeping you in this person's proximity. This can happen in several situations and settings. Maybe you keep running into them at the gym or at your favorite coffee shop. Or perhaps you keep seeing them at your friends' gatherings. How many times have you thought, I have to stop going to this place or event because I keep running into them? Proximity plays a big role in how and why we choose our crush. In psychology, this concept is referred to as the proximity effect. We become closer to people we have repeated contact with, even if we don't make any effort to interact with them. Our brains have evolved to favor familiar stimuli over unfamiliar ones. Familiarity causes us to feel safe and comfortable, and it is one of the reasons why we gravitate towards the same places over and over again. And why we end up choosing the same type of friends, always sticking with the same group of people. The mere exposure effect was discovered by psychologists in a study conducted in 1992. Students at an Israeli university were randomly assigned to sit in the same classroom every day. After 3 weeks, researchers found that students were more likely to befriend those they had been repeatedly exposed to. So the next time you think, I'm going to change my routine, ask yourself, is this because you really want to change your routine, or is it because you don't want to bump into them again? Number 3, similarity. How many times have you heard the saying, opposites attract? Well, the truth is that sometimes opposites do attract, but most of the time we are attracted to people who are similar to us. It is called the similarity attraction effect. We tend to develop relationships with people who share similar qualities with us. We gravitate towards others who have the same beliefs, values, interests, backgrounds, and so on. We tend to trust and feel more comfortable around people who are similar to us because it is easier for us to relate to them. It is much harder to connect with someone who believes completely differently than we do, who has a completely different lifestyle than us. When we talk to someone who is similar to us, we don't have to work as hard to find common ground. The conversations come easier, the topics flow more naturally, and we feel more understood. A study published in Psychological Science tested the importance of similarity in the formation of close relationships. Participants were randomly paired off and given a series of questions to ask each other. Those who were better at finding similarities between themselves and their partners reported feeling closer to them after the interaction. Number 4. Reciprocity of liking. Do you like them back? Sometimes our brain chooses the person we'd like to date based on the likelihood of them wanting to date us back. Of course, this doesn't mean that they have to be our perfect match. Sometimes we go for someone because we think they're out of our league and we know that they won't say yes. But most of the time, we choose someone we like because we also think they like us back. This phenomenon is known as reciprocal liking. We are more attracted to people who we think are attracted to us. How often have you caught yourself thinking, they probably don't like me, or they probably don't find me attractive enough, and immediately killing the vibe by letting them know you like them, whether through body language, flirting, or asking them out, can actually increase the chances of them liking you back. But reciprocity of liking doesn't always work in our favor. Sometimes we might think someone likes us when they really don't. And that's why it's important to be able to read people well and pay attention to the signs they're giving you. Do they often bring up topics related to their romantic life and ask you questions about yours? Do they spend extra time with you or try to be close to you? These are all signs that they might like you back. Number 5. Self-monitoring. How often do you change your appearance before going out? Perhaps you put on makeup, or you put effort into choosing an outfit. We often want to present ourselves in a good light, especially when we want to impress someone. This is called self-monitoring. We change our behavior and attitude depending on the situation we're in and the people we're with. We want to fit in. We want to be accepted, especially if the person we're with is our crush. Some of us are better at self-monitoring than others. Some of us need little to no time to warm up to the environment and people around us. We feel comfortable being ourselves in most situations. Others need a bit more time. We observe the people around us and the situation we're in, and then we adjust our attitude and behavior to best fit in. Similarity plays a huge role in whether or not we like someone, but our own self-monitoring abilities affect how that person sees us. If you monitor yourself well, that is, you have a strong sense of self-awareness, you will come across as confident and charismatic. You know how to treat others, how to behave in certain situations. You know how to make people feel seen and heard. This is why people with high self-monitoring abilities are often described as social butterflies. They have a lot of friends. They know how to make them laugh. They're easy to be around. They know how to read the room. This is why people with high self-monitoring abilities make great mediators. They can see both sides of the story and easily understand where the other person is coming from. Number 6. Social norms. Have you ever felt pressured to like someone? Perhaps your family set you up on a blind date with someone they knew. And now you're feeling a bit uneasy about it, but you still go through with it because you don't want to disappoint your family. Sometimes our brain chooses our crush based on what society expects of us. Maybe we've reached the age when everyone around us is getting married and settling down, so we feel pressured to find someone to settle down with as well. Perhaps our parents expect us to bring home a partner who comes from a certain background, who has certain qualities, or perhaps they simply expect us to be in a relationship. Maybe our friends constantly set us up on blind dates, and we finally decide to give in and go on one. Social norms play a big role in deciding who we decide to date. If we grow up believing that dating is wrong, we will most likely never go on a date. If we grow up hearing comments such as, "You're getting old and you'll die alone," we will most likely enter a relationship sooner rather than later. If we grow up believing that cheating is okay, we will most likely be unfaithful to our partners. And if we grow up believing that communication is key, we will most likely enter long-lasting relationships. Number 7. Fate. How often have you believed that there was something destined about you and your crush? Perhaps you kept seeing them everywhere you went. You couldn't escape them. You felt like fate was trying to bring you together. Sometimes our brain chooses our crush based on fate. That is, based on the belief that there was something meant to be about us too. The universe wanted us to meet. It wanted us to fall in love. When we believe something is fated to happen, we are more likely to take action. If we think we're meant to be with someone, we believe that they are the right person for us, that we're supposed to end up together. What are the chances that your brain chose your crush for you? Which of these factors influenced its decision? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with others who might find it useful too. The studies and references used are listed in the description below. Until next time, thanks for watching and see you soon.